Hello, I'm Carlos. I'm a fourth grade bilingual teacher, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that are being asked from this module about international mindedness and how can we encourage that in our classrooms, or in schools. Well, I have a very particular opinion on this. I believe that in order for us to promote having a more internationally mindset among our students, it is important for us to first promote their own heritage, their own culture, to help them form a identity, that is representative of their culture. Because if they do not know how to appreciate their own culture or the heritage, or where, their family members come from, I believe it will be very difficult for them to be able to fully appreciate any other culture, especially if it's a culture that is very different from what they are used to. So, having said that, developing a sense of pride in one's own culture is definitely key, and it would be the first step to creating international mindedness among our students in our schools. Can I make this change alone? Definitely not. No one can make this change alone, as a teacher. No teacher can make this change alone. We all need from each other, especially parents, involving our families, the community, in this process. Also very important, teachers, it is very important for every teacher to celebrate the students' culture and to let them know that we acknowledge it. So yes, this is a process that involves a lot of people and a lot of work, and it is necessary to have a community of professionals and a community of families working together to make this happen. Is this a short-term strategy or a long-term strategy? I believe it is important to have both. It is very important to set short-term goals and long-term goals. For example, a very important aspect of what I am talking about is becoming bicultural. Very essential in being able to learn how to appreciate our own culture. Also, bilingual. It is very important to be fully bilingual. In order to accomplish that, we need short-term goals. How are teachers going to promote this during class, during reading class, during writing class, during math class? How will I help implement these goals? So yes, definitely important to have short-term goals. Now, long-term goals. Well, as teachers help out, as the community gets involved, as our students get to become bicultural, multicultural, bilinguals, multilinguals, it will be very interesting to see how they are able to appreciate, their neighbors' culture even more, their classmates' culture, finding connections, relating to somebody else's traditions. So everything plays a role, and I believe that this is the very first, these are the very first steps to becoming internationally mindful, to have this mindset that will help us become, global leaders and become an even bigger community. Who might I need to collaborate with? Well, definitely with everybody, with the principals in the school, with other teachers. It would be really cool if we could make this an interdisciplinary thing to where, other teachers who teach math, Spanish, French, reading, writing, science, social studies, we come together with the common goal which would be to help our students appreciate, their own culture. So definitely everybody, and certainly the community, families, we start with them, parents, teach your kids, where you come from and why you're here. How will I know if it's working? Well, whenever we get to see in each classroom a representation of the students' culture, heritage, then we'll know it's working. Whenever you get to hear your students communicate in a different language, you'll definitely know that it's working. Whenever you, as a teacher, get to share your own story, your own culture, whenever you realize that our differences can make us become better and more united, when we learn to celebrate our differences and learn from each other's differences, and whenever we learn to respect our cultures, you'll definitely know that it is working. This is a very big topic, and of course, this is just one approach, but it would be definitely worth it to give it a try. This is certainly the first step to creating a mindset that is more international, international-mindedness. That's what we're looking for. And I believe that this would be a great way to start. Thank you.